education.
During the pandemic, of course, the issue, especially in underrepresented communities, was the fact that not all kids had computers. And that's why we developed what we developed, which is it's an affordable computer. It's an all-in-one computer where we preload content, and it works offline as well as online.
My perspective is more from the developing world. I think there are greater disparities there. I think what we saw is that while we were able to transition to online learning here in the US and other areas similar to it, so that's where we would be coming in to find a way for technology to be a synergistic solution where you're still involving the communities, but you're leveraging it to then build more schools in less time and try to fill that gap more quickly.
One of the great problems we have worldwide, but in particular in the US, is the question of affordability. Now, there are a few ways to address this that are out there. One is the idea to have a state funding for tuition. There's also talk about perhaps debt forgiveness. It's still really an open question and very much a crisis for higher education.
I think my greatest concern is about what I would see is challenges for innovating or changes that can be made to higher education. Higher education is a remarkably conservative industry. But if you look to higher education, what you commonly see is a convergence of everybody trying to reach the same model. And the reason for that idea is that because the principle of competition in higher education is based on prestige. But what we see in the modern age is that problems are actually highly complex, intertwined, interdisciplinary. And thinking needs more than disciplinary specialization. It certainly needs that, but it needs something more lateral, something more cooperative, something more team-based. And it needs students who are able to enter into those kinds of problems in a way that goes beyond just a disciplinary training.